Senate just advanced a $95 billion foreign aid package that has an amendment to force the sale of TikTok.
Okay, let us pick that apart, shall we? So they, because last time I checked, I didn't agree to any of this shit. I can't even pay fucking rent. I work 48 hours and get 1 day off as a first responder. I can't even pay fucking rent. All right. So, welcome to the channel. This will be my first React video. I'm going to try and keep the editing down to a minimum on these, mostly to give kind of the raw, unless I get off enough to start throwing and in that instance, I do apologize. I will have the link down in the description if the videos have any kind of copyright, or if people have an issue with the video that I am doing, like the people in the video have an issue with me. Their links will be down. I'll have a Discord link down in the description of where they can go. It's going to be a Discord. Just hit me up. So, they're trying to ban TikTok. I don't really use the app all that much. I do know that it's not really gonna be set to go in effect until after December, so January after the re-election. Keep in mind that I do know that Trump was originally against it, but now he's for TikTok, which kind of makes me wonder if this isn't some kind of ploy to help him get reelected at some point. I'm not sure. I don't really care. I want to make this very clear. I'm not doing this with the set mind of I'm Democratic or Republican. I don't care. What matters, it infringes on freedom of speech, for sure. Because TikTok has brought a lot to a lot of people. It has brought eyes and ears to a lot of corporate dilemmas across the country. Not just corporate dilemmas, housing dilemmas. We've realized that it's not just where we're at, it's hard to live. It's we live in America, it's hard to live. It's hard to go to work from 9 to 5. Like, everyone is expected to do it. I get that. But some people have the luxury of having weekends off. People like me and some friends, we don't have that luxury. We go to work 9 to 5. We go to work sometimes longer than that. I've been at work from 6 to 12. I mean, me being a fireman at one point, I stayed for 2 days, had 1 day off. Just imagine the kind of stuff that does to your psyche, like being there on a job for 48 straight hours, getting off at 6 a.m. after having worked 48 hours, just to go home for a couple hours and then have to go back again for another 48. It's just not enough time. And then to turn around and be told, oh, by the way, you can't afford to live. You need $300,000 a year. What the fuck? You mean to tell me that I went to college, busted my ass for a blue-collar job as a fireman, saving people's lives, and I can't even afford? I can't even afford to live. I can't even afford to live. And you mean to tell me that you guys want to keep taking away from the system that's already broken? You want to take all we have is for some people, that's all we have is this. It sucks. All some of these people have in life is some stupid little app that allows them to just go on and see how the world's doing. And you guys want to take that away? What about the fact that we can't afford to live? We can't afford to eat. We can't afford to fucking do anything. We can't even afford to have kids anymore because you guys keep taking. You keep getting richer. What are we supposed to fucking do? What are we supposed to do? We're going to go ahead and watch this so we can see how much more they can take away from us, huh? And by the way, it doesn't have anything to do with rich or poor. I get it. Go to work, bust your ass, get rich. That's not the case anymore. And if you fucking believe that, you're fucking ignorant.
The bill to ban TikTok is included in a supplemental foreign aid package to help
Which is
Israel,
bullshit.
Ukraine, and Taiwan.
Which is bull.
The House passed.
Pause, goddammit. That's bull. The fact that you can't even pass this bill separately, it's wrapped into funding. Okay, I get that there is a war going on in Ukraine. I feel so bad for them. We have more than enough surplus to send them. Don't send them money that we don't have. We don't have this money to give you. We are already in debt. And then on top of that, the American citizens are already drowning in debt. We can't even afford to go to college anymore because we're in so much debt. We can't help ourselves. How can we help somebody else? The fact that they passed it with such stupid reasoning, they put it in another bill that is either, you watch one group of people die and you have this set of I don't know, I guess apps, because, apparently life doesn't really fucking matter anymore. Or you can have, this other group of people die and you could ban TikTok, because, why not, right? Let's totally fucking lump together like that. Like, it doesn't make any sense anymore. Oh, goddammit, play.
Legislation earlier this year to force the sale of TikTok by its Chinese owner, a company called ByteDance. Under that bill, ByteDance would have...
I hope this man doesn't sell. I hope he does not sell. I really do. I hope that he just lets America ban it. There will be plenty of people with this app on their phone. Do not sell TikTok. Don't do it. Do not give these people more monopolistic power. Stop doing it.
Have 6 months to divest TikTok or face a ban in the U.S. Now that
Which is
6-month period's been extended to 9 months with a 3-month extension if a sale is underway. That was enough to win the support of Democratic Senator Maria Cantwell, chair of the powerful Senate Committee.
A lot of this has to do with a lot of our Senate members. They don't know what the f they're doing. They don't know anything about the technological age that we are in. Yes, it's unprecedented, but the fact that you are ignorant doesn't help that. It doesn't help anybody.
Commerce Committee. TikTok opponents say the app gives the Chinese Communist Party access to American users' data. Some in Congress have even called TikTok...
Okay, so I'm going to stop you right there. Every single fucking phone you have, this is what me off with the fucking COVID-19 vaccines. Oh, it's got a chip in it. Motherfucker, your goddamn cell phone has a chip. Every single piece of technology you see is made in China, f***tard. It's made in China. Everything has a chip. Everything could have a tracker. Hell, your phone has a built-in GPS. If they wanted to track you, they wouldn't use a goddamn app. They'd use your phone. They could use your smartwatch that's also made in China. They could use your TV. They could use a fucking lamp. They could put it in the fucking light bulb. They don't need that. They could have something in the light bulb that whenever you turn it on, it automatically connects to your Wi-Fi and jacks your signal. They don't need this. It makes no sense. And why the hell would they want anything from us anyway? I hate to say it, but they're doing better than we are right now. We're in so fucking much debt that we struggle for day to day to live. Why the do they want anything from us?
A national security threat. ByteDance denies giving any user data to the Chinese Communist government. And TikTok has spent millions on advertising and lobbying efforts to stop the legislation from passing.
Which is also funny because I've got a little birdie that flopped up on deck that tells me that a good portion of Facebook, Twitter, and Google, they sell it. They're just mad that they're not getting paid for this one, that's all. It has nothing to do with data breaches. It has nothing to do with China. They probably sell almost everyone's data overseas for a profit. I guarantee you. And you're just sad and mad that you can't get a cut out of TikTok. That's what it is. That's what it boils down to. You don't like that there is a service that is opening a lot of eyes and ears to what the going on in America, that and that you can't take the data and sell it, or better yet, numb it, get rid of it. You can't take down posts about, oh, this is my job, I can't afford anything, I went to college and I'm still in a lot of debt. You can't take those down. They're there. That's what bugs you. You don't like it when people open their eyes to this so-called American dream. Well,
but opponents of the bill say it's unconstitutional by infringing
it
on free
is.
speech rights and giving the president too
Absolutely.
much authority.
Because every national security expert, intelligence, military, they will tell you that this is a spy balloon in your phone.
Oh,
like a Chinese spy balloon in your phone.
We shouldn't give the president broad authority to declare foreign adversary countries and or then declare an app or a website under the control of foreign adversary country.
And that legislation is expected to get a vote at some point on Saturday. Reporting in Washington, I'm Trevor Shirley.
That was the first part. I don't understand how half the goddamn U.S. isn't down at the Capitol rioting right now. This is insane. The fact that I live in a day and age where this is a fucking issue I have to worry about is unprecedented. It's insane. And the fact that everyone's too goddamn ignorant to see what's going on, they want to control these apps so that way they keep us stupid. Literally. They want us to not know that from border to border, we're struggling to pay rent. They want us to work ourselves to death and then say that it's because we're not working hard enough. Our hard work is putting money in their pockets. Us going to work and working 12, 15, 24, 48 hours a fucking day isn't lining our pockets. It's hurting us because we're following orders. We are filling their pockets with money and we are suffering for it. And now there's talk they're trying to raise the retirement age to 70 or 75. What do? We work until the day we die? Like, what the hell?
The Senate just advanced a $95 billion foreign aid package that has an amendment to force the sale of TikTok.
Okay, let us pick that apart, shall we? So because last time I checked, I didn't agree to any of this. I can't even pay fucking rent. I work 48 hours and get 1 day off as a first responder. I can't even pay fucking rent. So they're going to send our money, $95 billion worth of it, to a different country. We don't even have the money we need for our infrastructure. We don't have the money we need to be able to even function in society. We've got people with $200,000 of debt from college that can't do anything, like even have kids or a normal life or afford a housing because we work until our fingers are gone and then not be able to afford anything. That's really what irritates the hell out of me. Let's just give them a whole bunch of money, but, f everyone here in the U.S., right? That makes no sense to me. But the fact that they're going to lump it in like they're trying to hide something, like they're a thief in the night, being like, oh, I'll take some of these things, and then, oh, well, here you go, we'll throw this in here. It's ridiculous. Like, what the hell is that? Okay, I digress. Keep going.
Tucked inside. So when will the full Senate vote on it? And will President Biden sign it with that TikTok amendment? Joining us now, NBC News Capitol Hill correspondent Ryan Noble. So first, explain to me why the TikTok ban is tucked inside of this foreign aid bill.
Yes.
Well, this was a negotiation that took place in the House of...
No! You don't say? Who'd have thought that negotiations go on in the Senate? Damn. I guess it's a good thing they have our best interests in mind, right?
Representatives as they were debating this broader supplemental package, a $95 billion package that includes funding for Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan. And the House had already passed a bill that would effectively ban TikTok if the Chinese company ByteDance didn't sell it within 6 months. there were senators that were concerned about that length of time, thinking that it wasn't enough for ByteDance.
I hate to break it to you Americans. I'm also an American. I live in Texas. This man is an idiot if he sells TikTok. America is only about half of the app's usage, if not less than that. He could still make a ton of money in other countries, more so than if he had sold it. There's already talk that Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk are trying to buy TikTok. They have already thrown their hat in the ring. Just more for these monopolistic powerhouses to have, right? Just one more thing. No. Stop giving them more power. Stop.
Chance to fully divest the company in a reasonable amount of time. So they talked to senators about what they'd feel more comfortable with. They settled on this deal of a 9-month extension with the possibility of it moving to a year if President Biden okayed it as such. Senators indicated to House members that they were okay with that. They ended up folding it into the supplemental package. It will now be voted on in one fell swoop here later tonight. And Katie, to answer your question, it does appear like it will be passed and signed into law.
So there are enough senators right now who appear poised to say yes to this. Any notable holdouts?
Yeah, I mean, they just passed a procedural step along the way to final passage, which gives us an indication where senators stand. It was passed overwhelmingly, I think somewhere in the range of 70 to 80 votes for senators. In most people that are opposed to this package, it's really not about the TikTok portion of it. It's because they're either concerned that the Israel aid is not conditioned and that there's not enough humanitarian aid for Gaza, or they're opposed to the Ukraine part of it. We haven't heard any loud voices coming out specifically about TikTok itself. There have been some concerns raised about free speech, about intervening in business practices, things along those lines. But most senators feel comfortable with the idea that the way that this law has been written, that it will solve all those problems or all those concerns. TikTok obviously feels much differently. They've already told their employees in a company memo that they'll plan a lawsuit as soon as this bill becomes law.
Ryan, forgive me, I've been waiting in the velvet seat for the past few days. Tell me what's going on with Speaker Mike Johnson and whether he is going to hang on to the gavel.
Well, it's still definitely up in the air. We're not going to know for sure until next week, Katie, when the House comes back, because they're in recess right now. But he was certainly given
of course they are, those lazy f***s. We're around here slaving away, doing our jobs, and those suckers are always on recess, right? Okay, sure they are. Yeah, that's why we elected them, right? So they can sit on their ass and do nothing and ban all the stuff that we like. Look, I don't even use TikTok that much. I do my Let's Plays. I take a single piece of the Let's Play, upload it to TikTok to hopefully get a little bit more views. It hasn't worked. I've done it for over a year now. What I don't understand is why, instead of worrying about, I don't know, maybe a place for your fucking city members to fucking live? Why are we worried about a goddamn app that's overseas? Who cares? No one cares. We're more worried about eating and fucking finding a place to sleep. I'm getting all worked up and stuff. This is so stupid. This is the dumbest damn thing. And it won't stop either. It'll get worse. That's what we should be thinking about, all the American citizens, all of us. This isn't going to stop. This is going to get worse. This hasn't stopped. It will only get worse until we stand up and do something about it. The only way this changes is by getting all of these people out of the Senate. All these people that are lining their pockets with money from everything. From all these monopolies. From Burger King, McDonald's, Walmart, CVS. All these fucking corporate people are lining the senators' pockets. That's all that's going on here. Your circle jerk of power is what it is. And the only way it changes is by getting rid of all those senators, putting in a new law that makes it to where the senators cannot make money off of any kind of monopoly. And then putting into place better workforce rules and laws, hopefully making it to where we can have some living. Some place that's not $300,000, $500,000 to live. Most people are getting pushed out of where they have to work, where they have to go to work because they can't afford to live where their job is. So they're having to do longer commutes. What do you think that does? It means you spend more money on gas. What do you think that does to your car? It means you run your car more ragged. If you have a used vehicle, it means you'll be getting a new vehicle soon, if you can afford it, on top of the already skyrocketing prices of everything. But no, let's ban TikTok. Sure. Ugh. But if you guys liked, hit that like button, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. If anyone has a problem, hit me up in the comments. Keep it civil. No cursing, no swear words, no name calling. I will delete your comment. It'll be simple. All I've got to do is push one button. And it's fun, because I love it whenever people try to say stupid stuff, and I just delete your comment. It's great. And also, if anyone has a problem with anything that I react to, hit me up on the Discord, and we'll either harsh it out or I can remove it from the video. And while you're at it, if you have any video ideas you guys want me to react to, links down in the description, just drop it in the Discord. Bye-bye!